listen to Dolph. In Texas. You got Dolph. Hey, you got Dolph playing.
Hey, I've been spraying your bitch ass for years, nigga, and the whole city know that. Nigga, I just got back to the city, they say you trying to put charges on me and put the police on me. You send your little nigga out to do all your talking. Hey, that big head Down syndrome looking motherfucker hate on everybody from the city that gets some real money. You start out hating on 3-6, nigga. You had to hate cause you were broke, nigga. That's the only way you can get attention, boy. You were broke, boy, now you hating on Dolph, nigga. You a Hey man, why be mad at me too, man? Why you mad at me? Cause you had to fake it till you make it.
I know they didn't think it was over with.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's happening? Man, I just got something through the wire. I know it's been a couple of months. I ain't heard shit from Cornelius. And no reports on him and Devin Burns down there. But today, all that has changed. I just got a phone call like 20-something minutes ago, and we chopped it up. This is from inside, you know, the place where they at, the jailhouse, right? Now, they saying these two niggas at it again, Cornelius and Devin Burns. That is. I don't know why that they got Devin Burns. I know he fighting for attempted first degree or some shit. He fighting for some kind of shit, shooting inside a dwelling in the Orange Mound in the business. Either attempted murder or something like that. He fighting for them. But they been having him down there with Cornelius. Now, he been pissed off ever since because he, even though he's not publicly listed as, he's not publicly, he hasn't been charged publicly in the murder of young Dolph like the other ones are. But he was also a person of interest along with the late, now deceased CLTs, right? And you can tell if you look at these photos that he's been around. Now we already put him once again active on young Dolph crime scene. I don't know why y'all ain't picking up on that, but that's already verified from the So he was back there shooting on the crime scene. So if he was there, Devin Burns was in the back of Makita's shooting in the air, and they say straight drop, and Cornelius was the ones in the front. We never seen Cornelius nowhere around these folks, period. You can't find one photo with Cornelius Smith around these folks at all, not one single one. What I do know about Cornelius Smith is that he stayed in the blue house right across the street from where Big Juke used to meet Govan, and where young Dolph used to meet Govan and Juke to pick up them duffel bags when Dolph was fronting. It used to be a big major ass, matter of fact, it was two across the street from Cornelius' mama house, which is the blue house I showed y'all in the videos. And anybody that don't know what I'm talking about, hit me up and I'll send you the link to the video I made a few months ago showing y'all Cornelius standing right in front of the same blue house, in front of the Altima across the street from where Govan, Juke, and young Dolph used to meet. Used to be two big ass trap houses. I'm talking about major. They no longer operating right now. But that's how Cornelius entered the picture, because he stayed right across the street from where this was going on at. And some kind of way they used to meet in the empty parking lot on the corner off Sims. It's to be a house in a big, like two houses towed down, where shade trees, and that's where, all the dope boys used to meet at, and that's two houses down from Cornelius. So that is how he entered the picture and had information that they could use. But let's continue though. So they down there in the dungeon, beefing, right? Now my boy say, he called me and asked me, he called a nigga with the blonde dreadhead dude. He talking about Devin Burns. Hey, yeah, he got some blonde twist or some shit. He like Devin Burns, but he called him the blonde dreadhead. He asked me, do you know J Money? I say, yeah, J Money, he dead. You know, I used to be around Dolph, and was supposed to be next up before, you know, some kind of, you know, before Key Glide or some shit like that. He was being groomed by Dolph. Dolph took him up under the wing. It's like, well, this nigga over here arguing with the other nigga, the midget he called Cornelius, about J Money is the one that opened the back door. And he asked me, you know anything about that? I'm like, nah, I ain't never heard that one before. Let me go holler at some people, some of my people, and see, have anybody ever heard some shit like that? I know everybody used to be around everybody, but I ain't never heard that one. I know him and his brother got killed. And then I say, oh, damn. Hold up. Then I start remember a couple of videos I did about when Straight Drop was on the run. When he got released, when Straight Drop shot up the bowling alley, and then the jail gave him 5 years, but he got out in 6 months, and then started catching pistol charge and never been violated, and he was on federal supervision, which reminded me of Govan being under the protection of the Fed. So I was like, hold up, I'm gonna hit you back. And then I hung up the phone. So I'm gonna hit him back when he get off. And let me start with this affidavit right here so this story can make perfect sense. Y'all follow along with me. It's some exclusive shit for you. While they down there arguing, hope they don't start throwing no piss no more. They be having feces war down there, him and Cornelius. That's why Cornelius got the long lip. Yeah, Cornelius looking like old granddaddy down there. All right, let's get to it. True, this exclusive shit. All right, y'all, we're gonna read this affidavit of complaint. Now, this is Straight Drop after he was on the run for shooting up the bowling alley with all them criminal attempt, second degree attempt murders and all that when they shot up the bowling alley. What's significant about this is that who he got caught with when they found his ass hiding in the back room with another assault rifle. He got caught with D Money. That is the brother of J Money, which is gonna be very significant for what I'm going to show y'all after we read this affidavit of complaint. Now, Justin Johnson did unlawfully commit the offense of unlawful carrying or possession of a weapon. Now remember, he has got off from shooting the bowling alley, back out in 6 months off a 5-year sentence, remember? Then he gets arrested in King Gate, going through the gate, didn't stop, talking about he ain't have no driver's license. He was gonna turn around and went up in King Gate and parked. They ran down on his ass, caught him with some weed and and a Glock 23. I got that paperwork too. Glock 23 and arrested his ass. Right. This is another thing that shows that it ain't just Govan that's been getting away. Because remember, Straight Drop was on federal paper. And all he been getting is the same thing that Govan been getting, a pat on the wrist. You know, for all these weapons and shit. And he ain't went back to the federal federal penitentiary yet for violating his damn probation with more and more guns. He got 2 more gun charges after he shot up the bowling alley, and he was walking free. If they had locked his ass up and did their job, then maybe he wouldn't be sitting in jail for the murder of young Dolph. If they had did their job with Govan, maybe young Dolph would still be here. But this some federal shit, and that just more proof with these 2 dudes playing with the Fed, Govan and Straight Drop. They show getting a lot of leniency and walking free. Let's go. On February 10, 2017, at 1400 hours, detective from the multi-agency gang unit and violent crime, we don't want to hear all this shit, were conducting a attempt pick. I don't know what that means. At 5256 Councilman Code, detectives made contact with Martavis Jackson. Somebody go look him up. I ain't did that yet. Martavis Jackson on the side of the house. While conducting a pat-down on Jackson for officer safety, a black handgun was located by Detective Parks on the right side of the inner waistband of Jackson. So he had a black handgun on the right side in his inner waistband. The handgun checked negative on, that for the NCIC. I mean, he wasn't stolen. Detectives made contact with the owner, Felix Shelton. Mr. Shelton signed a consent to search for the residence at Councilman Cove. Detectives cleared the primary residence and then located a room attached to the residence. A house behind a house, a shack. Detectives could smell an odor of burnt marijuana coming from the room. In the room, detectives made contact with Derek Blackburn, who is D Money, J Money's brother, and Justin Johnson, who we all know as Straight Drop. Johnson has active warrants for criminal attempt second degree, employment firearm with intent to commit felony, and vandalism. This is what he was on. This is what he was on the run from. Now, this is what he was out for: the bowling alley shooting, and that's the warrant number. In the close proximity of Johnson and Blackburn, D Money and Straight Drop, was a black book bag with an assault rifle, a clear plastic bag with leafy green substance consistent with marijuana, and a scale. The same shit that he got arrested in King gave for, and he's still walking free. These folks working with them people. Detective Parks of VCU contacted crime scene, in which Officer Brown was dispatched and made the scene. Suspects Johnson and Blackburn were transported to Mount Moriah GIB for further questioning. Suspect Jackson was transported to 201 Poplar for booking and processing to prevent the offense of having handgun without handgun permit from continuing. What? Process to prevent the offense of having handgun without handgun permit from continuing. Somebody tell me what the hell that means. Jackson was checked in Station B to not have a valid handgun carry permit. The assault rifle, marijuana, scale were tagged by the crime scene officer. The marijuana tested positive for THC, and it was 14 grams. And both Straight Dropping and D Money denied ownership of the assault rifle. So I guess the homeowner took the charge, I guess. But that's what I want y'all to see. Now let's get into this right here. True. Now, this is D Money. This is J Money's brother. I'm just wanting to show y'all his face because he's the one out that was in the affidavit I just read. The one that got arrested with Straight Drop. I want somebody to tell me who is y'all think that is sitting on the pool table with his back turned, sitting right next to D Money? I want to know who it is. I want to know, can anybody identify that person sitting right next to D Money with his back turned? Look like he dripped up and draped out and fresh to death. I don't know who it is, but if anybody can anybody can shed some light on that, that would be nice. So I just wanted to show y'all who D Money is and ask y'all, can anybody identify that person with their back turned, with all the gold around their neck? Because it seemed like everybody was having money in this pic. I want to know who that is. Now let's get to this real content, and y'all better appreciate this shit, because man, I think we just might be on to something. True. Now here's where it gets very interesting, and why I paint this this narrative and put these two things together. I want y'all to read this post right here. This from J Money, who you just got through looking at. He's talking to Zebo, Macbo, Macbo. Love this man to death, and no matter, you can't tell me nothing bad about or nothing he said. I still won't believe it if I ain't heard it from him. That's J Money, D Money's brother. But both of them are deceased now. Now, J Money showing loyalty to Zebo, right? Zebo, right? Just hold that. So he already pledged allegiance to Zebo, Zebo, right? Now we've been speculating that possibly might be Zebo, since he's directly tied to Moneybagg Yo and has a partnership. Zebo and Head is in conglomerate with CMG. It's like they share Moneybagg Yo. They business partners, right? So that's a connection right there. And any friend of CMG or business partner CMG definitely would not be Dolph's partners, best friends, right? You fuck with CMG, we don't, yeah. But you know, that's just what I think. So that would be not feasible. Now, so we got you pledging allegiance to Zebo, right? Well, let's check this out and explain this right here, because this is gonna be exclusive right here. True. Somebody tell me what's going on with you, J Money? Dolph took you. Matter of fact, let's go. True. Okay then. All right, y'all seen him over there with Zebo and them, you know. But clearly, Dolph had you around. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you was on the Rolling Loud tour with Dolph when you came back to Memphis and lost your life at the strip club, if I'm not mistaken. And that's what all the talk about. Your mama had a vendetta against Dolph because I ain't never had no clear understanding. But you know, you supposed to be up next, and if you see Dolph sitting you close to him, well, it's safe to say you probably was being groomed before Key Glock was groomed. So it might be a little jealousy in there if you go that deep. But what I really want y'all to see is the opposite of CJ Money in the middle, and no Straight Drive was running with his brother D Money. They got arrested together, and then J Money is on this side, over here affiliated with CMG and Endless Record with Moneybagg Yo, which are two ops of paper rap. But then if you look at these photos, clearly he playing two sides. right? It's clear as day because you sitting next to Dolph on the private jet rolling up that gelato. You are clearly sponsored by that go fat ass Daddy O. You standing next to him, right? Then you got another picture, you, Daddy O, and Dolph. Dolph looking like he already ain't feeling none of this shit. Get your arm away from around me. These young niggas give me nervous energy, but then I'm grooming you. And then you standing next to the paper route, the PRE promotional van, tour bus or whatnot, with a dude that's hiding his face. Clearly that don't even matter. But let's get to the meat of this. And this has got to be the most infamous photo for this video and beyond, to explain why I just got a phone call from the dungeon, from an inside source. It's all good. Ain't no getting in trouble. So jailhouse just as crooked as they do what they want to do, and they short staff. Ain't nobody get fired right now. That's why everybody on lockdown. But yeah, explain this photo right here. Anybody, and tell me this ain't the most exclusive video to tie some shit up about the back door that ties all of these TRUUUUUUU to Hernandez Govan, and what they down there saying, arguing about is J Money. How did we miss this? So you gotta keep your eyes and your ears to the streets, because black and white can't find this, but black and white can lead you in the right direction. Then you gotta come outside. Let's drop this photo, and let's just drop a whole lot of more photos while I wrap this video up. The rest of the photos after this first one that I'm finna drop, I want y'all to look at all them photos, and this is they for a reason. While I talk, all these photos that I'm about to drop are all every last one of them. It's around the whole Dolph case, and then you'll start to see the picture. But let's go ahead and drop this photo, because I know y'all like, True, come on, drop the photo. You say you got the bone. Okay, well here you go. True. Bam. Who was that, y'all? Who was that right in the middle of this picture? Standing right next to Gotti. That's J Money. Who's on the other side of Gotti? That's Black Youngster. And that's in the white shirt, that's the late Rich Lord. What's going on in this photo, y'all? That's what they down there in the dungeon arguing about. And thank God that I have a team. Y'all give a shout out to my team, because they do amazing work. And once again, when y'all donate, I share it with my team, because without them, I'll be out there in the streets too much. So thank God that Dolph spirit for that. But what are we looking at, y'all? Doesn't this? Thank God for these two dummies down there arguing and having a feces fight. That shit, throwing shit and piss at each other. For dogs. Thank God for them and my partner down there. That brought me this exclusive to get me started and asked me a question about. They talking about J Money is the one opening the back door. And so, man, I had some of these files already, but this is what it means when we have a breakthrough. See, it's a lot of federal shit and the police, a lot of talking going on. As you can tell, you know, people are getting arrested daily going to Shelby County 201 Poplar. I'm talking about they doing a whole sweep. It's like all the streets going inside, and the jailhouse is no more of what's going on. The jailhouse and the prisons know more about what's going on the streets than the streets do, because that's where everybody meet up at. You understand? So I'm glad I got that plug, and so I'm gonna be able to bring out some exclusive shit. But like I said, don't forget to look at every one of these photos. This is what Dolph had around him, and whether how you say that, intentionally or by circumstances, each and every one of them has something to do in some kind of way with the murder of young Dolph. And Boosie, we ain't forgot about your ass. You everywhere. You just everywhere where 187s and dead bodies at, ain't you? We'll deal with you later on. But it's been my pleasure to bring y'all this exclusive. I can't make y'all like, share, or subscribe, but that will help me and my True Results get into the algorithm and be seen by a wider audience. That will help my revenue stream. The more people see, at least try to, if you can't donate, probably watch about 30 seconds of an ad. That will help me, get a little bit more pennies on the dollar that YouTube pay. Here we go again with the ping, always. But I ain't gonna stress about it. Cash App $ TRURESULTS #2, and that's for the people that really appreciate what I do over here, that I don't have to do, for the name of Dolph. Imagine if I wasn't almost 3 years full time, then they would have brushed this shit under the rug and moved on to something else, and that's all they wanted. So salute to us for keeping Dolph's name and legacy alive and making sure we do our part to let his 2 kids know what happened to their father and the rest of the world. My name is True. It's been my pleasure. Salute. Cash App $ TRURESULTS #2. Yeah, that's the Cash App. My bad. True.